Name of superbikes are those which we hail. They are beautiful and at the same time very dangerous. That's why we like them. And they tend to overshadow their naked siblings, which mostly are not as powerful, but are definitely as crazy and fun to ride as the superbikes. Kawasaki Z1000R. Being around for 13 years already, the Z1000 has undergone a couple of modifications. The biggest of them happened in 2010 when the longest stroke brought around 100cc. The result was not only more torque, but also additional 17 horsepower at 10,000 RPM. Other than that, it became meaner, more street fight looking. Suzuki GSX-S1000. Partially overshadowed by the GSX-R1000, the naked bike deserves more respect than it may seem at the first glance. First of all, it has the GSX-R1000 engine from the 2005 model. It's not more powerful, no revs higher, but torque is said to be stronger through the rev range. Surprisingly, press people love the OEM exhaust very much on this one. By the way, the beacon would be here if still produced. MV Agusta Brutale 800 Dragster RR. The Brutale series has had the 10th anniversary, but this Dragster RR is only 2. Compared to regular Brutale 800, it has a new air intake, exhaust system, as well as the fuel injection. There are 6 injectors instead of 3, and all those mods brought 140 horsepower at 13,100 RPM rather than just 125 horsepower 1500 RPM lower. It is said to be more brutal than the 1090 RR, which has even less kilos per horsepower. BMW S1000R. The S1000R has a detuned engine from the S1000RR that is known, but thanks to a different gearing, it supposedly feels quicker. For the 2017 model year, it gained 5 horsepower and lost 2 kilograms of weight, mainly in that standard titanium exhaust by Akrapovic. Besides, press media claim that this one is one of the craziest roadsters ever, with an active suspension, standard quickshifter, cornering ABS, etc. Ducati Monster 1200R. The 1200R compared to the 1200S is not all that different. Well, they are not similar, but it is significantly pricier. With that, the engine is equipped with high compression ratio, bigger throttle bodies, and also larger header pipes. The all-in suspension was revolved, with a longer shock, and the bike lost some weight too. It is the most powerful and track-oriented monster ever. Yamaha MT-10 SP. Replacing the Yamaha FZ1, the new model features a cross-plane 4-cylinder engine from the R1. Besides, the frame, rear and front suspension parts and transmission also come from the Super Sport model. If you are thinking about trekking your MT-10, opt for the Sport version equipped with the all-in suspension and quick shifter. Aprilia Tuono V4 1100. Tuono is an Italian word for thunder, and it may be the best word to describe it. It has an engine from the more powerful superbike, but that doesn't make it slow. It is said to have a very lively manners when it comes to stuff like wheelies, and therefore, all those fancy electronic things may be useful, not only for less experienced riders. KTM 1290 Super Duke R. Being the most powerful naked bike, the Super Duke R is a roadster for the craziest maniacs. It is the fastest bike in its category, with a 1300cc twin-cylinder engine, and as KTM has no such superbike, it is also the flagship of this Austrian manufacturer. It has all the electronics you can think of, such as cruise control, lean angle sensitive traction control, cornering ABS and track mode. By the way, it does 0 to 60 under 3 seconds.
Up in paradise, I suppose. If you would tell me I'm the